as you can see. In these exclusive shots taken at the press conference, which only Spotlight on Sports covered for TV, the superstars of the WWF expressed themselves in their unique fashion.
And over here in Kuwait, we met last night at the airport by, you know, at such a late hour. It was really a great feeling, I think, for all of us. We were really thrilled to see that people would come all the way out to the airport just to greet us coming into town. And I know we were all very, very tired last night, but at the same time, it was a great feeling. And I think this 5 days for us is going to be a great experience. And I hope it's something that'll happen over and over the years. But for me, just in the 1 day that I've been here, I've been treated very, very well by all the people, and it's been a great experience. And I just hope that I can come through with my end of it in the ring tonight. It's been nice on the beach, and we've all been enjoying that sort of a good, you know, the good life a little bit today. But it's work tonight, and everyone's very serious about their matches tonight. And I feel really good, and I know that the fans are in for a great show tonight. So I hope everyone has a great time there. Thanks.
I would also like to introduce the new World Wrestling Federation champion of the world, Shawn Michaels. Shawn, have I got to say?
Sorry, I'm late.
Shawn, would you like to say a few words?
Well, I'd just like to say, on behalf of myself and the rest of the World Wrestling Federation superstars, it is wonderful to be here. It's much more than we expected. As the hitman was saying, the beach is wonderful, and I think if you want to find us, we'll probably be tanning on the beach most of the time while work. It's a wonderful place, and we're very happy to be here.
Very good privilege to be here, especially among the table here, all the superstars. We got, like I said, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, who are two of the best in the whole wide world, present in our past. Then we got the Undertaker, who's almost indestructible. And being a rookie at this table, it's an honor to sit here with these guys, but it's even bigger honor to be here in the country. And like Bret said, last night the reception we got at the airport coming in was almost unbelievable. Made me feel like Michael Jackson or something coming in last night. But whenever we get dedication from the fans as we have here in Kuwait, it makes us go out and perform even that much better. It makes you want to get up 110%. And I guarantee you here in Kuwait, that's just what you'll get from each and every last one of us, 110%.
The number of years spent in that, I think you said you've been 12 years with WWF, but when did you begin wrestling?
I've been wrestling for 12 years, non-stop, without any kind of a break really whatsoever, other than a week here and a week there, or a few days here and there. Generally about 280 days a year. And it's been a very, very grueling schedule, year in, year out. And for me, it's been very tough because I have a family, I have four children. But at the same time, it's been this incredible experience of being allowed to go from one country to another. And it's almost a bit like Star Trek. I feel like I get beamed down to a different planet every few days. And you know, even just in the United States alone, to be wrestling in Albuquerque, New Mexico one day, and then wrestling in Syracuse, New York, and then Anchorage, Alaska. There was one time in wrestling in the States where I think I was in every single time zone within a 7 or 8 day span, just to give you an idea. And then of course there's we go to Germany, and we've been to the Far East, and we've been so many places, and it's always amazing to me what a great response that we get. And I think the one thing that wrestling has over so many other sports, American football, and there's hockey, and there's basketball, there's so many things, but I think the one thing that makes the World Wrestling Federation what it is the fact that it appeals to all nationalities. You can be any color or any race or any religion. It's very easy to understand. Wrestling is very, very much just a simple David and Goliath sometimes. It's just, it's a very simple story, it's very simple to understand, and you can speak any language and understand wrestling. There's not a real lot of complexity with the rules or anything like that. And another amazing thing about wrestling that makes it so enjoyable is that small children can watch wrestling and understand it, and then the grandparents can take the kids to the wrestling and they can all have a good time. Whereas, you know, at rock concerts and so many different other forms of entertainment, they're narrowed down to just a small group of people all the time. But I think for me, again, the 12 years that I've put in has been hard work, but at the same time I've taken a tremendous amount of pride in being an international role model, which is something that very few people can claim to be. And not just myself, but I'm sure everybody here at the table takes a tremendous amount of pride in being a role model to small children. And we all have different identities to a certain extent and different personalities. But I've been all over the world, and in the Undertaker as an example, I've seen little kids and grown-up people dressed up like the Undertaker, and so it's amazing to see what kind of effect each persona has. There's Undertaker fans, and there's Hitman fans, and there's Yokozuna fans. It's a very wide-ranging core of people that watch the World Wrestling Federation and appeals to so many different people.
Very nice, thank you. How about the Paul Bearer and the Undertaker here? How long have you guys been together?
We've been together going on 6 years now. I've been wrestling almost 10 years, 6 years with the World Wrestling Federation. And Paul and I have been together pretty much all of that time. Sometimes it seems quite longer.
After the press conference, I spoke to the organizer of the Kuwait International Wrestling Tournament, Mr. Isa Deshti, which will be followed by Mr. Imad Shahar, who tells us about Kuwait Airways' role in the event. Mr. Deshti, what was done to organize this event?
It is a long procedure. We have to know that it was 1 year to make a preparation for this event, and it was a long procedures, a long of facilities, a long of time. We spend a lot of time, a lot of money, of course, a lot of people that are involved in this huge organization, and I hope it will be successful.
How many wrestlers are going to take part in the event?
28 wrestlers.
How long is this event going to last for?
It will be, the end will be in Monday and Sunday, but every day we will have around 8 to 12 matches. In different organization. I mean, one will be defending titles for Michael, and the other will be Kuwait International event.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Mr. Deshti?
I would like to ask the fans and the peoples to be more disciplined. This is what we need. We like these superstars, we like this championship peoples, we like this, we respect them, but we must also be very disciplined. This is what I ask the people.
Okay, good luck in this event.
Thank you. Thank you.
What was the route taken by the wrestlers?
They have boarded Kuwait Airways Flight 112 from Chicago. A flight was transited in Amsterdam, and then the continuation after 45-minute transit to Kuwait. Arrival was half hour early, as Kuwait Airways prides itself on, and we arrived at 20:05 in the evening. If I may comment, that Kuwait Airways, as you have seen evidently, can carry all shapes and sizes, cargo and human beings. And as Mr. Yokozuna has mentioned last night, and has Mr. Shawn Michaels has mentioned earlier this afternoon, that the comfortable flight has allowed them to sleep. The service on board was so welcoming. Very relaxing, and the food was enough and delicious enough. So we pride ourselves on this kind of a service, and we welcome anybody to test our product, and we are certain of their returning to fly and become a client of the company of Kuwait Airways.
Which wrestlers do you like?
Brett and Sean.
Anybody else?
No.
Okay, thank you. I also got these exclusive interviews with the WWF superstars to find out more about them. Could we ask you how you got your name, The Undertaker?
I needed a moniker to go along with what I do and what I stand for, something that would stick out in people's minds, and especially in English-speaking countries, the word of the Undertaker, it strikes fear in a lot of people. A lot of people are afraid of the unknown and death, so that sticks out in a lot of people's minds, and it makes sure that I have their attention.
How tall are you and how much do you weigh?
6'10" and about 325 pounds.
What do you expect from the tournament here in Kuwait?
I expect to win it all.
All right, good luck.
Thank you very much.
What do I expect? I expect a great atmosphere. That's what I expect. I think that, you know, the competition's there. I mean, there's going to be some tough matches. I mean, there's all kinds of guys. I mean, starting with my brother, and Davey Boy Smith is another British Bulldog. There's somebody, it's just a wide-ranging bunch of guys, and
You gonna take them all out?
well, I always like to think I'm an optimist. I mean, I feel pretty good. I mean, I've had a tough run the last 3 or 4 months. The 4 months that I had as the champion, you know, were really hard on me. I fought Diesel and I fought Undertaker. I fought some guys that were really big, and I took a lot of abuse. And the match I had with Shawn Michaels, I think, even that match in itself was very taxing on my body and on my system. But that's a couple of weeks now, and I've had a chance to sort of recover. And I think the best way to really show everybody that I'm back on top and back in position to win back the championship of the first opportunity, if that's what I want to do, is to prove myself right here in Kuwait. Now, I know a lot of people might not think that this is a very big thing, but it is. This is a very, very big thing. It's not like this tournament happens all over the world. We're going to do this tournament somewhere else. This is a first time ever type of situation. And when this tournament is over, the winner is going to have a lot of recognition. It's going to be somewhat of an accomplishment to win this thing. And as far as I'm concerned, I've won the King of the Ring. I've won the World Wrestling Federation Championship title 3 times. I've won the Intercontinental title twice. I've won the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team titles twice. I've won Wrestler of the Year. I've won all kinds of things. So why not win the Kuwaiti tournament and show that
You're bad.
that I'm still the excellence of execution?
Good luck.
Thanks.
Real quick. Mr. Shawn Michaels, what do you expect from the tournament here in Kuwait?
Well, I'm not in the tournament. I'm defending the World Wrestling Federation title each night. What I expect, hopefully, is the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels coming out victorious with his World Wrestling Federation title. On the tournament itself, I think that the Kuwaiti people are really in for a treat. We've got all the great superstars of the World Wrestling Federation competing for an international championship, and it should be really something to see. We hope the people enjoy themselves. We're having a great time here, and we want everybody to come out and enjoy the World Wrestling Federation. We are about sports entertainment. We're about having fun, and we want all the Kuwaiti people to come out and have fun with us. And so far, we've been here for a day, and this has been wonderful, and we're looking forward to the rest of the week.
Had a great time so far in Kuwait?
Oh, it's been wonderful, laying out by the pool and training, and people being nice to us. It's been a blast, and I can hardly wait till we come back again. We are definitely going to be back, that's for sure.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. As we arrived at Al Arabi Club, where the wrestling matches were being held, I saw huge crowds of fans anticipating the big show.